investment banking.
So one of the great things about getting out of the building is when I first came up with the idea and then tried to teach it, I'd say get out of the building to my students, and then I'd find them milling around the parking lot. And then the next thing I say, no, in front of customers. And so the next thing I'd find is they were like taking their demo and saying, so what do you think? Do you want to buy it? And that's not really customer discovery. That's actually called sales. What's really interesting is customer discovery is not sales. Customer discovery is a lot of listening, not a lot of talking. But the first question, if you're a young entrepreneur, is, I don't know anybody. How can I figure out who to talk to? I can't believe that nowadays with LinkedIn, Facebook, Jigsaw, latest social network of the week, you cannot find 100 people to have a conversation with. And when you start having a conversation with one, the things I train people to do is you ask, whatever else you're asking, you ask two final questions. Who else should I be talking to? And because you're a pushy entrepreneur, when they give you those names, or if they do, you say, do you mind if I sit here as you email them introducing me? And then the second thing that I always suggest you end the customer discovery interview with is, what should I have really asked you? And sometimes that gets into another half hour of, oh, too bad you're not doing X or Y, because that's really my problem, but I answered your discovery questions, but here's what we're really worried about. So the customer discovery is actually quite easy once you realize you don't need to get the world's best first interview. In fact, it's the sum of these data points over time. It's not just you're going to be doing one and you want to call on the highest level of the organization. In fact, you actually never want to call on the highest level of the organization because you're not selling yet. You don't know enough. You want to, in fact, understand enough about the customer, their problem, how they're solving it today, and whether your solution even is in the planet of what they're thinking.